Welcome to the Japan Mobility Show for 2023. If I look spent, it's because I am. This intro that we're shooting right now is actually the last thing that we're shooting, because when we first walked into this building, Jack and I just ran to the cars immediately. So if I were to tell you right now, come join us and see what else we can find here, that would be wrong. But if I do tell you, why don't you see what happened here today, then that would be absolutely right. And then I'd be able to sit down. Oh, my legs are killing me. Not my feet, my legs. Toyota actually introduced a lot of cars here today. The first being the FT3, which is a sports car that's powered by just batteries. And that's pretty awesome. It's a concept that they want to really bring out the dynamic feel of driving through Toyota Gazoo Racing. Another is the Toyota EPU, which is a mid-size pickup truck, but it's on a monocoque body. So you've got the durability of a pickup truck, but get this, it's got the comfort of possibly a crossover. In yet another spotlight is the Toyota Ranga, or as we better know as the IMV0 or the Toyota Tamaraw, which, as we all know, being retrofitted in the Philippines now is the Toyota plant so that they can actually build it there. But this vehicle, as everybody knows, has got really great potential as becoming a really awesome business partner. And yet another is the Toyota X-Van. It's an MPV, but think of this one as sort of like an off-roader. But it's an MPV, but it's an off-roader, but it's an MPV. Get it? Beside the FT3 is the FT3E, which is an electric crossover, which will probably serve as successor to the BZ4X. The really cool thing about it is that there are screens outside the vehicle. I'm not sure if it will become a really production model because, well, in our country, wala ka agad yan, 5 minutes pa lang. It's actually here in the flesh. Of course, there's the Toyota Land Cruiser. Now, we have news about this on our YouTube channel. You can see it by clicking on the link somewhere down below. We don't really know if it will make it to the Philippines, but we're pretty sure that if it does, it'll sell out right away. I know Jack wants one really bad. The Mazda Iconic SV. Basically, it's 10 inches longer than your Mazda Miata that we all know. It's got electric motors that are powered by twin rotary engines that recharge the batteries as you need it. The best part about it, it looks like a wet dream. Are you seeing this? Onto something a little bit more grounded. This is the Subaru Sport Mobility concept. Now, it's a Grand Tourer concept, but again, like most things in here, it's also a pure EV. Jack, they're doing it again. It's got not so nice wheels, man. They're doing it again.
No, I like it.
No, I don't. Look at it. It's like putting a square peg in a round hole.
It's kind of nice because it looks like a retro turbo fan wheel.
What is wrong with you, boy? Okay, so you've heard of the Outback. Now get ready for the... It's basically a lifted WRX, which, by the way, we liked a lot. The video is in the links down below. This unveiling was actually pretty cool and important because although it is a concept car, this Prelude, which is an all-electric vehicle, is making a comeback in the sense that the last time the name was used was back in 2001. Now, the Japanese media have this thing coming out in production for real before the end of this decade, with some even speculating that it might come out by 2028. And that is very interesting. This is the Honda Prologue, which actually I'm a bit more excited for than the Prelude because, well, this is more real to me in the sense that, well, it sits 5 people, which is the same as the CR-V. But unlike the CR-V, this doesn't have an internal combustion engine or a hybrid. It's a fully electric vehicle. It's a battery electric vehicle. It's got a range of over 450 kilometers, seats 5 people, and, well, as a father, it kind of speaks to me more than the Prelude. You know what I mean?
Growing old.
Oh, dude, you suck. You suck. Suzuki unveiled a couple of concepts here at the show, one of which is the 4th generation Swift. Now, unlike all the other cars around here, it's actually an internal combustion engine, not a battery electric vehicle, which is quite interesting, which means that because there's a good chance that it will hit our shores very, very soon because it's already under development for 2024. Then there's also the EVX, which is an all-electric crossover. And get this, that's supposed to be released in 2025. That's like really soon. Then finally, there's the EWX, which is, it's like a mini wagon. Well, it's not like a mini wagon, it is a mini wagon. That's obviously a full electric vehicle. Now, it kind of resembles a K car. And I know that we don't get K cars back home, but we've already got the Espresso, which is similar to a K car. I don't see why they don't bring this guy in. Everybody knows what an Isuzu Elf is. It's one of the more popular trucks back home, whether it's in Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao. And everybody's seen it. I don't think anybody's ever seen this though, because this is an Isuzu Elf, but it is a full EV. It still can do all the stuff that our Elf back home can do, which is carry 3 people up front and over 1,700 kilos at the back. But this does away with any diesel emissions. This would actually be really great for companies that want to jump into being green and go into carbon neutrality. However great this concept is, I do have my reservations because if you come here and look to the side, most of its systems, or rather some of its systems, are actually exposed. This bar obviously protects it, but I'm not too sure just exactly what this is going to be like on our roads, especially with our potholes and, well, our floods every once in a while. But I feel that if they can have a workaround around that, I think this would be really good back home. Plus, it doesn't emit anything so that when Gino walks by, he doesn't turn black from all the smoke. Not like I care. You know, not just an Elf, but what about a full-size bus? This too is EV. And you know, this would actually be very, very comfortable going, let's say, up and down EDSA because you've got 0 vibrations and the fact that there's even more space inside. Plus, I'd feel so much better if I knew that the car that I was in or the bus that I was in wasn't spitting out any smoke. You know what I mean? Then we come to Mitsubishi, where we had the DX concept and of course the Triton, which is something that everybody is looking forward to because the launch will come out in January. We actually delved a little bit deeper into these 2 cars. The video is somewhere on our YouTube channel and you're not going to get to it unless you subscribe. And then we cap it off with Nissan that launched not 1, not 2, but 3 concept vehicles. You've got the Hyper Tourer, the Hyper Punk, and the Hyper Force. There is a lot to talk about for these 3 vehicles that were launched by Nissan, but we don't have enough space for it on this video, so we'll create another video just for the Hyper concepts. So tune in for that one. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay safe, and goodbye for now from Japan.